everybody, I'm back. How's everybody doing? I've been trying to fix my hair. I have my little hair piece on here, but it's not really helping, okay? But Saturday I'm gonna get even, I promise. Like I said in my last video. For all you that's seen my last video, I don't know because it's newly put up. And then I won $10 on a $2 scratch off this morning, which was pretty cool, so kind of helped the day. I did have $10 on my box lunch account, so I purchased just little things just to get rid of the $10. It seems to me that, to be honest with you, let me shut this TV off. To be honest with you, is that box lunch to me, you know, I have enough clothing. I have enough shirts. The Funko Pops for me are just not happening this time around because it seems to be like more cartoonish Funko Pops. There really isn't nothing much Disney over there, at least in my location there isn't. So instead of that, I just decided to, just wanted to grab something to not really get rid of the 10, but I know that, you know, the longer I leave it, there's nothing else that's going to show up anyway. So what I did was I got one of these, and this happens to be, you know, Disney series number 47 figural bag clips, and these happen to be, okay, there's also two mystery. The one I'm after is the Wish. I'm after him. I like him. But then again, you have Asa, you have Star, you have Valentino, you have Maribel, you have Bruno. Bruno wouldn't be bad. You have Luisa. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Right here, I can't see it. Luisa, yes. And then you have Peter Pan, which would be cute, Pinocchio, and Snow White. And then you do have two mystery ones. So bag number 47, this went for $8.90. I had $10. So then she says, well, you really need to do something for the $10 and like kind of like the over $10 mark in order to get your $10. So I purchased, which I love, you know, you saw my denim jacket this morning, but I love buttons. So I purchased the Hawkeye button. There's my Hawkeye button. I love that. Love my Hawkeye button. I love Hawkeye. I love the show Hawkeye. By the way, they didn't come out with like a second season of Hawkeye. I was hoping they would. Jeremy Renner, who happens to be the actor on there, he is in another TV show on Paramount. I have been watching it. I love it. It's a police show. I love it. A lot of other big stars in there. So, but yeah, let's get this going. And the button, by the way, was $1.99. I remember buttons were like 69 cents. But anyhow, this was $1.99. So I had to make it over the mark. And I think I spent $10 and, hang on, I'll show you. It was 96 cents I went over. So they marked it down as $10. So the total savings, $10. Woohoo! That's it. So without further ado, let's crack this sucker open. The idea is how to crack this sucker open. Do not tell me that I need a scissor because I don't have one. You know what I have? You know what I have? My trusty knife. And I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to get my knife. I will be right with you. Let me see if I can get my knife. This is terrible. This really is. I've got my knife. Yes, and I do have a knife. I think I told you about this. This is from the company SOG, S-O-G. I love this knife. And my husband asked me what I wanted for my wedding anniversary, and I was joking around with him. And the knife actually has, if you see that, it has my name stamp. So that's my knife, folks. Okay, let me see if I can crack this sucker open without, got it. Woo! All right, now to put this back. And I always have to hit the button to put this back. And you have to be careful with this. got it. This knife never leaves the house, though. So. All right, who do I got? Now, they cover these with cardboard, so... Okay. Okay. And that's who I got. Snow White. All right, I was hoping for Wish, but hey, you know what? It was just a freebie thing. I don't think I have her. I have Alice in Wonderland, and I have Mickey, and I have Minnie, but these aren't, this is the special clips. So, the other ones are store-bought, and then the other ones that I had gotten, Mickey and Minnie, I had gotten from Sunshine Boutique. So, you know, my friend with Sunshine Boutique. All right, so anyhow, I got Snow White, which is cute. I think I got Cinderella too, but that's not a clip. It's not a bear clip. All right, anyway, on to other things. Let me start to discuss some Disney stuff, and I feel that this needs to be said while I am on the subject. There seems to be a strike that people are getting ready to strike. Over 14,000 workers from all over, from quite a few unions, but it happens to be Disney related, preferably for Disneyland. Happens to be jobs such as custodial, entertainment, bakery needs and everything like that. So different sections for different sections of the park, but it also involves a couple of unions, not just one union. And they're supposed to set to strike. Now, if they don't get what they want, you know, that's going to be it. I'm going to say something here with this. I'm just going to have to say this, and I hope it happens. I hope it happens. But then again, you know, nobody wants to be out of a job, and I get that. But the fact that you're working for a company that seems to be doing well with money in one aspect, but is just not showing their workers enough respect in another aspect, you're not getting treated right. You know, I hear you come out and say this. You know, I heard some of the stories. I heard, and not that I don't believe you. Absolutely, this is a rough thing. But it just so happens that it involves this company. I'm not talking about other companies either. We know that things happen in other companies. We know, I was going to say countries, in other companies. We know that. But we're talking about this company in general, okay? I can't speak for other companies. My thing would be, and you know, I don't give advice, but this is what I would probably do for me. My thing would be is to sit down, write a list. Now, we know, or I know, I should say, I know that you guys are dealing united. You know, you are all giving each other support. You're all together in what you're doing. However, other people are affected in other ways as far as the strike is concerned. You know, you may be affected in one way, I'm infected in another way, somebody else is infected in another way, infected. You know what? We're infected. Affected. But I could be, let's say, for example, I could be affected by, well, something about my pay, or I come in on the days that I'm not supposed to, but yet I haven't gotten paid for them. And then the other one could be, well, I don't take any days off, but yet my paycheck is low. You know, it could be anything. So not everybody is totally experiencing the same situation for a strike. Okay. Me personally, I would have to sit and write a list of my situation, what I feel that I am entitled to, or what I am supposed to be entitled to as to what I am not getting. You know what I'm saying? You have to do this, and then you would have to present it. You know, just, you know, everybody standing outside of an establishment with a picket sign or a cardboard sign on a stick is not going to do you squat. Where does it get you? You've been working for this company however long you've been working for it, and you know what, people get blindsided. I know, because I got also blindsided back in 2002, but I loved what I did. And you get blindsided by the happiness, you get blindsided by the magic, you get blindsided by your co-workers, and everybody is spewing energy off of each other and everybody's so happy. But then, you know, when you realize, hey, wait a minute here, this is all fun and games until, you know, you gotta understand, no matter what you're feeling, it's still a job. And, you know, people do their jobs to the best of their ability. When you are not being treated in the way that you expect to be treated, that's another situation. You've been working there, depending on how long you've been working at a job, my intake is, if you're not being treated right, you need to go elsewhere. I know, you know, Disney company or whatever, you know, they seem to, you know, they have a hold on people. It's because of the magic. It's because of the situation. It's because of the happiness. Yeah, and this is what gets in people's way. It's a job. I would say, you know, I don't like to give advice like that, but you know what? You need to look elsewhere. You need to find something else better to do with your quality of your time. You need to be treated better. You need to respect yourselves to get up and say, you know what? I'm not going to, you know, I'll stand outside right now with a picket sign, but I'm not going to be here for too long. You guys should have been out of there a long time ago. Move on. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I would do. I can't tell you what to do, but it would work for me. And you know what? Because I have a certain amount of pride for myself. I take pride in myself. I just, the way I treat others is the way I would like to be treated. And in most cases, that's not the case. It's not going to happen. But for a multi-million-dollar company that seems to be playing games, and they seem to be doing well amongst each other, so that ought to tick you off completely. I wish them a lot of luck. I'm going to be keeping my eye on that, though. I will be keeping my eye on it. More people seem to be, or I'll put it this way, another subject. People are getting offended with certain things. Okay. Are they really getting offended? Or is there a certain vlogging post that is starting trouble? The people who put out the website and the news stories inside the magic. This is why I don't believe nothing that they say. I just don't. It's just not my kind of a thing. It's not my kind of a thing. They were good in the earlier portions of their vlogging materials, but however, they have become one of the worst tabloids that I've ever seen. They're done very sloppy. The stories are very sloppy. They just spew things out for you to click on them, which is clickbait. They get you to read certain things where you're constantly scrolling just to get to what it is that they were talking about in order for you to click on them to begin with, but it never seems to get there. It's just crap. I got better things to do with my time than to read their stuff. I go to trusted sources. I go to more popular sources, and that's just it. There are other things that are going on. I will mention this person's name. I will name drop on this one because my husband has taken such a liking to this person, and my husband's been watching a lot of the YouTube videos that I'm watching, and we sit here and we watch, because it's just so easy to watch it on TV. It's so easy to do that, especially on our TV. But it is. It's like watching the evening news, like I stated. And we have been going, my husband's been asking, like, anything interesting, anything. Well, I went. He says, okay, good, I want to watch it. So we sit and we, have our dessert or whatever, and we're watching the TV. I will mention this one person's name because my husband, like I said, took such a liking to him and respects him a lot. And it was a point blank video. It was people are throwing around now, and I noticed this with that. Oh, I'm giving an honest review, and it's an honest video, and I'd like to give an honest. Knock it off with the word. I mean, everybody seems to be spitting that out of their mouth. Okay, put it bluntly. The thing is who I'm going to mention to you said a lot. What he said, I've been telling my husband this for quite a few months, but I know my husband believes what I'm saying, but maybe it's better off that you hear it from somebody that you don't know. I think I've stated that also once before about things with my husband. I mean, it's not that he doesn't believe me, but you kind of like to hear a second time, but you want to hear it from somebody on the outside, somebody that you don't know. There are people like that. So my husband heard it. He heard it for himself. So I didn't say, aha, told you. I told you so. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. But the feeling was there. I think he understood. I didn't have to say it in so many words. And the person that we've been watching is PC Dev, Prince Charming Dev. And the situation with him is that he went to Hollywood Studios. Now, we know, I cannot believe every other vlogger, I cannot believe every other content creator, because in their hearts, in their minds, everything is freaking wonderful. Everything is wonderful. The parks are crowded. This is happening. These are happening. The wait times are wonderful. Lightning Lane is wonderful. No, it's not. It's not. And I got the carte blanche of vloggers right there. There it is on a silver platter. PC Dev showed you what he showed you. He went through the whole thing. I mean, it's his camera. It's coming out of his camera. His eyes are seeing it. He was there. There ain't another soul there. That's number one at Hollywood Studios. Number two, he did mention of certain things with park goers that seemed to be pissing him off. And I don't blame it, because I know I'd be pissed off. But me and my husband, we come from New York, we would have probably started a fist fight. You don't want to do that. People cutting the lines, and he will tell you what happened to him, and it happened to him. He's seen it. The state in the presence of the park right now is not in good shape. He also pointed this out. He also showed you how the park is not up to standard as far as cleanliness is concerned. He showed you that as well. Now I'm thinking back, I'm saying, wait a minute, the custodians are, custodial issues are part of the union. Maybe that's why, cast members may be turning a blind eye. I'm thinking. This is like, I kind of like put two and two together. I'm just saying that. I didn't say it was true, but this is what I'm thinking. I says, okay, well, the parks are messy. Maybe custodials are going, who the hell needs to do this? We ain't getting treated right anyway. That's what I'm thinking. The park is in bad shape. It's not the way I know it. It's not the way I know. But you've talked to other vloggers and everything is okay. Oh, well, the park is a little light today. No, it wasn't. The park was very dead. The park was very dead. The Star Wars where you build your lightsabers, that whole place was empty. He was there. You can't fake this. You can't make this up. He was there. Okay? That's all the edge that I needed. I looked at my husband. My husband went, wow. I went, yeah. There it is on a silver platter. Okay. And so for the other parks as well. Animal Kingdom, forget it. Forget it. Epcot, you could really forget. I mean, Epcot, you know, that breaks my heart, because one of the things with me is that you know, you could take millions of pictures of the Magic Kingdom. Somebody had always asked me, like, where does, you know, like, do you have a favorite park or favorite area in the Magic Kingdom? And I says, you know what, the castle is always number one, but my favorite place to always film and shoot shots and shoot pictures was Epcot. It's beautiful grounds and beautiful. The crap that they got in it now, forget it. You know, I mean, when you got a college, high school, college cafeteria, and you plop that in the middle of it, I mean, it's like you put that into the equation, and everything just goes. Okay? I do not, and again, I do not have to be down there to see it. I'm seeing it through the eyes and through the cameras of other well-known, trusted vloggers that I watch. And I don't watch a lot of them. But that was one of them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to post that video in the comment section. You guys should check that out. Not you need to check it, because I don't force you to do anything, but you should really check that out. You should. Just for yourselves. He also brought up a lot of good points. He brought something up to where was, to me, if I was watching a movie, this would win an Academy Award for just for the thing that he said. And as he said, if anybody is thinking of coming down here anytime soon, don't do it. Game, set, and match for me. That was good enough for me. I mean, I already made the choice anyway, but that was confirmation alone for me. And maybe my husband did need to hear that, possibly from someone else. I don't know him. He don't know me. You're hearing it from a complete stranger. There it is. So, those were his words. And I appreciate and I respect, again, the word honest review. And it doesn't matter. It's just, you know what? People are getting tired of seeing the same thing. People are getting tired. And he said it also, other vloggers will, I want to say pretend that nothing is going on, when in fact it is. It's right there. You cannot lie about this. What are you going to do? Add people into your video? I mean, it's ridiculous. The fact that I want to also point something out, when Dev pointed his camera, because he was in the Star Wars section, people were literally taking breaks and sleeping, laying down. I found that to be really freaky. I also noticed the gift shop where I used to go near Star Wars. That whole gift shop is closed down. That was sad to see, because my husband didn't know that. I says, oh, look what's closed, because my husband used to like the windows. That used to remind him of other places. Well, we used to go in there too, but see, my husband didn't know that either. I says, well, that gift shop is now gone too. I says, there it is. And he went, I said, there you go. I mean, you know, and again, you're hearing this from a complete strangers that we don't know, and he don't know us, and he is telling you like it is. That's good enough. All right, so for that, I'm going to leave that video in the comments. Check it out if you would like to. It's interesting. And he says a lot more, so. All right, I'm going to end here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. My day was okay. I just went to the mall for a little bit, played the number, had a donut at Dunkin' Donuts. The s'mores donut. I had a s'mores donut. It was all right. It's got white cream in the middle of it. It's just, I don't know. It's just, to me, it's generic cream. It's not even custard. I think they should have put custard in it, but it is what it is. So anyway, so as you see that I opened this, and I wound up with this. Okay, so welcome. You can hang out up there with Cinderella hanging up there. and the minion. All right, people, thank you so much. Happy Thursday again. Have a great day. Let me know your views. Let me know what you think. Check out Deb's video. I'm going to leave it, and let me know what you think about that as well. There it is. All right, people. Love to all. Take care. Bye-bye.